presented by Max Prairie Wings, America's premier waterfowl outfitter.
We also wanted to help our customers be the best call operators and hunters that they could be, and that's what's brought us to this recording studio today. Now, when I was learning to call as a youngster, I had very limited options. Basically, I had two choices of a duck call to blow, which was the two that were carried in the local hardware store, and occasionally I could borrow an instructional record or a cassette tape to give me some duck calling instruction. The problem with these were that they took you right through the basics, but they left you hanging with a lot of questions and a lot of work left to do. So what we're setting out to do is to produce a comprehensive program that'll take you all the way through the very basics, on through advanced calling and application in the duck line. So get your calls out, get comfortable, because we got a lot to talk about. Now, when we started at Elite, we designed three basic calls. The first one is a single reed call that we call the Freak, and it actually got its name because of its versatility. This call will get extremely loud on top, and it will also get very soft and whiny on the bottom. It's a really great do-it-all duck call. Now, the second design that we have is the Cash. Now, with the Cash design, it's a single reed call as well, but the bore is a little bit smaller. And what that does is it gives you a little extra back pressure. Now, the volume on it is good, but it's not quite as loud as the Freak, but it allows you to get a little bit softer so that you could show a little bit more finesse, especially on the bottom end. And our third design is the Edge. And the Edge is a double reed call that it has a lot of versatility, just like the Freak. It has good volume on top, it will get soft, but it also gives you the user friendliness of a double reed. Now, we're also really excited about three new calls that we've got coming out for 2016. Now, the first one is called the Elite Butcher, and it is a true cut down style call. The second call, the Murder, is a hybrid between a cut down style and a J-frame. It allows you to do the really hard bark but still have the finesse that you get out of your standard J-frame calls. And the third call we're calling the Elite Legacy, and this is a competition style call that's got a lot of volume, ring on the top, great for Main Street type competition, and it's also a great hunting call for an open water situation. Now, with the basic parts of the duck call, first we have the barrel. And the barrel is a part where you're going to press your mouth to this and it's going to hold the insert. Now, the barrel itself does not affect the sound very much. Now, the real business end of the call is the insert. And the parts of the insert, we have the tone board here where the reed sits, and the shape of the tone board has a lot to do with the sound of the call. The reed, usually made of mylar, is what vibrates to produce the sound. Now, there is a channel that goes through the insert that we refer to as the bore, and as the bore goes out, it's going to get slightly bigger, and we refer to that as the exhaust. Now, we make our calls out of a variety of materials. Now, our top of the line calls are made out of acrylic, and these are turned from solid acrylic rods. Now, with acrylic, you get a very true sound. It's a very crisp sound. The acrylic is a hard material. There's no swelling. The call does not absorb moisture or anything like that, so the call is always true sounding. Now, some people prefer wooden calls, and we turn the wood calls out of a variety of wood species like Coca-Cola or Bodark, African Blackwood, and some others. And you get pluses and minuses with wooden calls. One of the obvious pluses is the beauty. They're very pretty calls. You get to see the wood grain. The tone is a little bit different, has a little bit more of a mellow sound to it. The downside to wood is that you have to deal with moisture absorption. So as you're blowing the call, you're putting moisture into the call, you can get some swelling of the wood that can make some slight tonal changes or may make the call a little bit difficult in removing the insert from the barrel at times.